Do you know that feeling when you just check something off your list, you feel great about it? It could be something as small as making a coffee. That little boost that you get, that tiny hit of dopamine, that actually matters way more than you think. Hey friends, and welcome back to day 12 of the Motherhood Reset. So for the past 12 days, we have taken some of the challenging moments that we experience in motherhood, and we applied a mindset shift to them to help us look at them through a different lens, through a positive mindset. Today, I'd like to talk about something that we often experience as mothers and we almost miss it on a day-to-day, and that is celebrating the small stuff. Not the big milestones or perfect days with your kids. I'm talking about like the tiny everyday wins that can actually change how we feel about ourselves, how we feel about our lives, just how we feel about our motherhood journey. So a small win is anything that moves you forward, even just a tiny, tiny step. Got everyone fed without losing your mind? That's a win. Put your phone down to really be present with your kid for just a moment? That's a win. Remember to drink water before like your third or fourth cup of coffee that day? Definitely a win. We usually don't even notice these moments because I think we're programmed to just notice, the big stuff, the big accomplishments, the important things. But the thing is, confidence doesn't come from these big wins. It comes from showing up for yourself every day in small ways, like I talked about in a recent video. I think it was on practical self-care for moms. It doesn't have to be big to be noticed, because when you notice small moments and give yourself credit, then it's like telling your brain, I'm actually doing okay, And honestly, your brain needs to hear that way more than it hears, I didn't do enough. When you celebrate small wins, you stop going through the motions of your day. You actually start paying attention to what's happening right now in front of you. Here's what I mean, okay? I'll give you an example of a tiny, small, and silly win that happened in my life during a very ordinary moment, okay? So the other day I was folding my laundry, and this is one of those tasks that I really don't like doing, so I kind of just carelessly usually do it really quickly and just kind of power through and get it over with. Well, I'm folding the laundry, and I have my 5-month-old right beside me. She's in one of those like baby chairs, bouncer chairs or whatever, on the floor. And so I'm like folding these tiny little socks, throwing it in the laundry bin, not even thinking about it, just kind of like, I just want to get it over as quickly as I can. My baby, my 5-month-old, starts with this incredible belly laugh. Like she just starts laughing every time I throw stuff in the laundry basket. And it was just such an amazing moment because like she's 5, almost 6 months old, and she just started to have this like belly laugh, and it's just such an amazing sound. So instead of rushing through, folding the laundry and powering through that task that I normally don't really like doing, I made a game out of it. And every time I would throw something in, I would just look at her reaction, and she would just like be just this belly laugh, this incredible thing. And honestly, I probably stretched out that folding thing to like 15 or 20 minutes. It could have been done in maybe 5 minutes, but it was just such a wonderful moment to, slow down and to actually play with her, right? She's 5 months old, and I played with her in a way that I normally wouldn't have if I just powered through that moment. And it's the small win. The small win wasn't folding the laundry, although that's probably a win in and of itself. It was choosing to be present instead of staying on autopilot that moment, right? That choice to connect with my baby in that moment, that was the win for me, okay? Hearing her belly laugh instead of just being focused to just get through the mindless task, that was the win for me. See, it doesn't have to be this like physical or a visible thing for it to be considered a win. It could be a moment, right? It could be a feeling that you get throughout the day. And we often think that we, need to wait for life to calm down before we can actually celebrate anything. But celebrating is what actually brings calm into our chaos on a day-to-day, right? Even if it's just saying, this moment is good. That's celebration enough. And you've probably heard practice gratitude a million times, and it's good to do it, but let's make it simple and real. Instead of trying to write in a gratitude journal every night, try this. Throughout the day, just say, that was a win. That's it. Tiny little things like you brush your teeth, that was a win. You made a coffee, that was a win. You had breakfast for yourself, that's a win. No writing required, right? Just notice these little wins throughout the day. And these little moments of recognition help you trust yourself more. And the more you notice these wins, the more confidence you feel. And the more confidence you feel, the more wins you start to notice. So if today felt ordinary, here's what I want you to remember. Ordinary doesn't mean it doesn't matter, okay? The way that you keep showing up, the way that you keep doing it, even when you're tired, when you're stretched thin, when you're doubting yourself, that matters. Okay, when you start noticing your small wins, you realize you're actually building something good, one day at a time. So let's stop waiting for those gold star moments. Let's give ourselves credit right here, right now, in real time. And if you'd like, include in the comments, what is the one small win that you had today or this week? And I bet if you really think about it, you can probably name way more than just one. I wish you the most beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.